Telepathy is mind-to-mind communication, sending or receiving thoughts without speaking. In this video, you will find 5 easy exercises you can try on your own to test your telepathic abilities. Each one will walk you through what to do and what you might experience. Remember, this is all for fun, so don't worry if nothing huge happens right away. Enjoy the process and see if any interesting mental signals come through. Have you ever silently wanted someone to call you and then they did? This exercise plays with that. What to do? Pick a friend or family member you haven't heard from in a while. Sit in a quiet spot and take a few deep breaths. Now vividly imagine this person, picture their face, recall their voice, or laugh. In your mind, send them a mental message as if you're talking to them telepathically. For example, think, "Hey, give me a call," or "Text me." You can even imagine a scenario. See them feeling an urge to reach out to you, or visualize their phone lighting up with your name. Spend a good 5 to 10 minutes focusing on this thought. Afterward, let it go. Don't obsess over it. Just go about your day. What you might experience. While sending your mental command, you could feel a sense of warmth or a focused connection. Some people get tingles or a feeling of confidence that the message was sent. Over the next day or so, observe. Maybe that person will randomly call, text, or pop up in your social media notifications. If they do, it's a wow moment. You'll probably get a jolt of excitement thinking, "No way, it worked." If they don't, that's okay too. Telepathy can be hit or miss. You can try again with someone else or at a different time. The fun part is noticing any coincidences. Often friends will say things like, "I just felt like I should call you," which can feel pretty magical. Just remember not to take it too seriously, just use it like a fun game to play with. Even if it works or not, either way you're practicing focus and a bit of positive thinking towards someone you care about. This is a classic psychic exercise. Simple, but a great way to test your intuition or telepathy with something. What to do? Grab a regular deck of playing cards, or any cards with different symbols. Shuffle them well while you clear your mind. Now, without looking, draw one card and place it face down on the table. Take a moment to hover your hand over it or just gaze at the back of the card. Ask yourself in your mind, what color is this card? Red or black? Notice the very first thought, image, or feeling that pops up. That's often your intuitive guess. You might suddenly see a flash of red or feel drawn to say hearts. Go with that initial gut feeling. Now flip the card over and check. Was your guess right? What you might experience. Don't worry if at first this feels totally random. As you do a few rounds, you might notice a pattern. For example, you may find that when you're right, the guess came to you almost before you even tried, like a quick little spark of an idea, such as an image of the card. When you're wrong, you might realize you were overthinking it or second-guessing yourself. Many people report a subtle sensation when they guess correctly. Maybe a tiny flutter in the stomach or a moment of "I just knew it" excitement before turning the card. Try this game with 10 or 20 cards and count how many you get right. Over time, you may see your accuracy improve, which can be a cool confidence boost. Telepathy isn't just about words or images, it can be feelings too. Have you ever suddenly felt worried or sad out of the blue, then learned a loved one was going through something at that same moment? This exercise helps you test that kind of emotional telepathic link. What to do? Think of someone you're close to, a dear friend, sibling, parent, etc. Ideally, choose someone who's not right next to you. Find a quiet moment and close your eyes. Bring this person to mind and gently ask yourself, what are they feeling right now? Don't try to logically figure it out. Instead, just tune in as if you're listening for a soft radio signal. You might imagine you're sitting with them and notice what vibe you get. Give it a few minutes and be open to whatever comes. You might sense a specific emotion, like a sudden happiness, anxiety, or fatigue that isn't coming from you. Or you might get a vague impression, maybe an image of them at work looking stressed, or a random word like excited floating into your mind. Just observe what you might experience. As you do this, you might actually feel your own mood shifting subtly. Perhaps you start feeling a bit glum without a clear reason. It could be you're picking up on their low mood. Or you could get a flash of a scenario like, I see her stuck in traffic and annoyed, even though you have no real way to know. Pay attention to these subtle impressions. Once you've noted what you think they're feeling, you'll want to check for confirmation. This is the testing part. Later on, reach out to the person, a simple text or call, and just ask how their day is going and get a sense of their mood. If you felt they were anxious, see if they mention something like, "Ugh, I've been nervous about my meeting today." If you picked up happy vibes, maybe they'll say, "I'm in a great mood. Something awesome happened." Over time, you may notice you naturally sense how loved ones are doing even before they tell you. If you have a pet, you already have daily conversations that don't involve words. A tilt of the head, a paw on your knee, those big eyes looking at you. This exercise is about taking that a step further to test for a telepathic connection with your animal friend. What to do? Choose a time when your pet is calm and relaxed. Sit down with them in a quiet room. Now, in your mind, form a very clear, simple thought or image directed at your pet. For example, if you want your dog to come to you, picture in your mind your dog getting up and walking over. Imagine the feeling of them nudging your hand with their nose. At the same time, you might mentally say their name and "come here" very clearly in your head, as if you could send that thought out. Do this focused imagining for a minute or two and then see what happens. What you might experience. As you send these mental messages, you might feel a strange little bond moment, like you're extra tuned in to your pet. Pay attention to your pet's body language and behavior. Often people notice their pet's ears perk up or they tilt their head as if they heard something, even though you didn't speak. They might suddenly look right at you, or in the case of a cat, maybe swish their tail and wander over. Many pet owners swear their animals can understand them telepathically, so see for yourself what you observe. It's a fun experiment, and your pet will enjoy the extra attention. This exercise is more of an ongoing personal experiment. A telepathy journal helps you track those strange moments and see if they are more than just coincidence. Keep a small notebook or a note-taking app, Google Docs for example, throughout the day. Whenever you get a random thought, image, or feeling that seems to come out of nowhere, especially if it's about someone else, write it down with the time and date. The trick is to capture it before you get any confirmation if it's real or not. For example, you're working on homework and suddenly your sister's face pops into your mind for no obvious reason. Note it. 2 p.m. Suddenly thought of sis. Wondered if she's okay. Or you're making a sandwich and get a weirdly strong feeling of excitement that isn't yours. Write it down. Noon. Got excited out of nowhere. Not sure why. It could also be a specific phrase or word that appears in your mind, or a quick mental image, like seeing a blue car for a second in your head. Don't judge it or overthink it, just record it. Then later see if any of these thoughts connect to something real. Give these exercises a try and see how you feel. You don't have to convince anyone else about telepathy. This is just for you to explore. Who knows? You might discover your mind is capable of more than you thought, or you'll just have a great story to tell.